life, Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All-new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All-new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All-new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All-new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users.
this is Joe P, Brand Marketing Manager of Honor Philippines. And I'm not sure if you know me yet, but of course, I've been seeing you guys during our launches and mentioning our launch. Of course, our recent launching is with the Honor Magic V2. It's the world's thinnest smartphone. It's the world's thinnest phone. And of course, we're very happy because a very special person hosted that event. And of course, he's also our guest for today. Hi, Mr. James.
Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome to the live stream, and I'm really happy to be here, or should I say I'm honored to be here. I think that's overused, no? That fun?
It's over you,
But I am.
but
I'm
it
truly
works.
honored, puns aside, very honored to be here. And yes, it is the world's slimmest foldable phone.
Yes.
This is
Have you tried
amazing.
this one, Mr. James?
And that's all I do. I do every day. I just do this.
Yeah.
I just play with it.
There's just such satisfaction every time
It
you
is.
you open the foldable phone.
Mhm.
So for some people, there's just that this amazing satisfaction when you fold and unfold the phone. It feels very premium.
It does. It feels incredible in your hand. You've got all the real estate that you need there for work and play. It really is game changing, and I love just doing that.
Yeah, and this is very helpful, guys, especially for people who are on the go, like me and like Mr. James. Because, of course, as a person coming from Cavite, so I live in Cavite, and I always check the traffic updates
Hmm.
every day before I drive to office. And sometimes I go to your page just to just to check updates, because sometimes I'm very lazy going to other pages. So yeah, it's very helpful. So this phone and your page as well.
Yep, it's a great. This is like you said, it's a great way to also, if you're navigating,
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes having this bigger screen really makes it easy to read, especially when you're kind of my age. I'm
Oh,
not going to carbon date myself, but yeah, when you're using navigational apps and stuff, look at just the real estate on that screen. Look how big that is, how easy it is to see. You don't have to be squinting and looking at it. So I agree. I also use it a lot for traffic as well.
yeah. So aside from the slim feel, Mr. James, what are other features of the phone that helps you really well on your daily life?
Um, the camera is underrated, I think, on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I use the camera a lot. I think we all use our cameras. Probably the single biggest feature that most people use is a camera. Outside of typing, we're just assuming you're
Mm-hmm.
after you're texting. It's the camera in the Photos app. So that's what I tend to use a lot of. But I love the browsing experience. That really, really makes it easy because unlike tablets, I can have a tablet. It gets very tiring to hold the tablet. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
big
too
enough.
big.
This one is literally, I mean, in the palm of my hand. I can have a one hand on it. It's light enough. I think it's like 231 grams.
Yeah,
This is like less than a loaf of bread.
yeah.
So, and it's
It's
got less
very
calories, but
It's very light, so you can bring it anywhere. And I also saw that you travel a lot during your recent post. I think you went to a lakeside. So, what keeps you busy recently aside from
oh,
traveling? Or
well, that the traveling keeps you very, very busy because obviously, I mean, just moving around. I do a lot of content and stuff for cars, for brands, for mobility. So I tend to go out a lot, not just within the country, but out of the country as well. That's been keeping me very busy. Obviously, I have a lot of talks as well that I offer. There's motivational talks, workshops, seminars, and stuff that I do offline in my offline world. And then, of course, my passion, which is hosting. I host a lot of corporate events, pageants, and stuff like that. So it's a nice balance. I can never get too bored because there's a live component, there's an online component with the social media, and there's an offline component with all the talks and workshops and seminars, etc.
yeah, and every time you travel, the camera of this is very, very helpful because it has a lot of features that you can use. It depends on the photography or videography features that you need. So later on, well, maybe we can show
Oh,
them
we have to.
we can demo them how beautiful the captures of Honor Magic V2.
Would love to because I've been playing with this phone for about just over a week now, and I mean, like just today, I learned like five or six different things I didn't know. There's so much to learn learn with this phone so many different features that we want you to know because some of them are hidden. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them are very special. Like I just learned, I was today years old when I learned the Gen Z selfie,
Gen Z
where you can
selfie.
do it through the rear camera. So, I mean, like we do this with our normal bar phones
Mm-hmm.
now, but you got to sort of make timpla because you can't see, right? So
Yes.
we can do the Gen Z selfie
So it's
here.
like a groupie, but you're not using the selfie
You're using
camera,
the
the
rear
main
camera,
camera.
but with a bar phone, what you don't do, what you don't see is you don't see the image, so you don't know how to frame it. Here, you're using the rear camera, and you can also get it framed through the front
Correct. And we
screen
can show it to them later.
later. You got to stick around for the broadcast. So if you do, we'll show you all those tips and tricks.
Yeah, yeah, of course. All right. So, Mr. James, we were very happy when you attended our event. You hosted our event.
Mhm.
So, we know you're very busy during the time, and we're very lucky to have you
Mhm.
because
Thank you.
that was the perfect timing. Because aside from you experiencing the phone for the very first time, you also work with us for the very first time. So, what was your experience during the launch event? Like, what are your core memories during the launch of V2?
Well, firstly, I just wanted to thank you for having me there because I got to wear a purple jacket. I don't know any other situation where I can legally wear a purple jacket at my age and not be too self-conscious about it. But purple is a color of luxury, right? I believe that's what it denotes. And so it makes perfect sense because I've got the purple back of the Honor Magic V2 over here. So with that aside from wearing my Joker jacket, I thought some of the key takeaways that I had of the event was one, very, very premium. So every single thing you did in that event, the common thread was premium. So we had different booths. There was a booth from Porsche Design. There was an actual Porsche sports car there, a 911. And there was also a first class seating area of an airplane, a mock setup of that. And then we had the Harman Kardon setup. So everything that you sort of saw and touched had a premium feel to it. And that sort of tied in with the phone. Then you had something very unique, which I thought was very impressive, which was the menu was paired to the
The
phone
features of the
features.
phone.
Like I've been to these sort of dining experiences, tasting menus, where you get to get these different menus that are catered to whatever, but I've never had it catered to a phone. And it
Yeah.
made sense, the different features of the phone. They had different types of dishes, and of course, it was held in Endron colleges, and so the food was very, very first class.
Yeah, and also the people there, they're actually avid fans of Honor Magic Vito. So they're from media. We also have influencer friends, celebrity friends who are into the features of Honor Magic V2. So, Mr. James, when you first saw Honor Magic V2, what was your initial impression?
I was pretty blown away by how sleek it was. I think that my first impression was like, that can't be a foldable phone because when I saw it, that just looking like this, I thought that that's a bar phone. Then I held it in my hand and it feels like a bar phone. Actually, it feels like a very premium bar phone. So in your hand, holding it like this, it feels as sleek and as slim as the best smartphones that you can have out there. But it has the added advantage of folding out. So that's what blew me away first. The fit and finish. I love this. I've got I don't know if you call it anodized paint.
Yeah,
Is it? It's
because
anodized. It's got that beautiful finish to it. It's like a matte. It's fingerprint proof. And it's really, really nice to touch. But then I noticed that yours has the
the
leather
black one has a leather
as
finish.
well,
So it's different from the purple one,
and lighter too,
lighter too. So
by
this is
just a bit.
yes, just a bit. It's just 6 grams lighter.
Yes.
So it's up to you, but the feel of the phone is very similar. So whether you choose the purple one or the black one, the feel of it is very premium and very handy. So yeah, you get the best of both worlds by
Yep.
having a slim one and a very premium design.
Premium is, I think, the word I'd sum it up with. Sleek, premium, and very, very stylish. And then, of course, those are my initial impressions. And once you start playing around with it, then you're going to sort of be blown away when you start seeing the features of the phone and you start seeing that beautiful fold-out screen as well. So it is a conversation starter. I mean, this is the kind of phone that when you pull it out, everyone's going to go, "Whoa!"
What's that? Like, what's
Yeah, what's
that?
that?
This is
Can I see
something
that?
new.
Because I think we take for granted just how integrated our phones are with our lives. Not many people take it for granted. There are people out there who really know what I'm talking about, but when you see an upgrade into something that you use so much in your daily life, you really feel it.
Yeah, and of course, Mr. James, there are so many people in the top level management, businessmen and business tycoons, and people into the media side or the media industry who are dependent, of course, on Google Apps.
Mm.
So I don't know if you use Google, but of
Yes,
course, I
everyone
think
uses
I've
Google.
seen you using Google Apps a lot during the event. I saw you. So I think this is really reliable because we have a strong Google support.
Mhm.
We have a strong partnership with Google, and people are asking if Google is working on Magic V2 because what they know is Honor Magic V2 is launched globally and in China first. So they thought that there's no Google. But yeah, just to clarify, we have Google and we're pretty much pre-installed almost of the Google apps here. So you can see it from here. Yeah, so everything is here. So for those people who are dependent on Google Apps, whether for work or for school, this is one of the best foldable and premium phones in the market.
Yes, and because it's native, it's seamless. It's far more seamless because sometimes if you're using other brands where they're not native, the Google system to the phone,
They need to side download
yes,
or install the
they
apps.
just don't work as seamlessly. So yes, I mean, whether you are an Android user or not, the thing is Google is a part of every person's life. No
Hmm.
matter what operating system you're on, you cannot escape Google.
Google,
They are in
especially if you're
everything.
living in Philippines and Asia.
So you may as well get something that really is compatible with.
Yes, correct.
So yes, I've been an Honor fan right now for a while, but you've been with the company for what, about a year now, right?
Yes, about a year, more than a year.
Okay, I've got a question for you. We'll flip the script for a little while. Can you name me, come up with a top three Honor device and why?
Oh, top three honor device. So I'll just pick instead of picking top three devices. I think we can remind people the recent phones or devices that we launched. First is of course Honor Magic V2. This is the most premium phone that we launched starting Honor. Honor's epic comeback here in Philippines. So, reason why is this is the world's thinnest foldable phone, and this is very rare because the battery of this lasts for up to 3 days, and it's very hard on the engineering side to have a thin phone with a long battery life, because if you want a long battery life, the usually the battery of those bar phones with um long life is it's very big, it's bulky. So there's a lot of there's a lot of the composition, or it's made of materials that are bulky and thick, but this one it's made up of
Carbon.
silicon carbon, so that's why it's lighter and it's thinner. So
It's crazy thin. It's
yes,
like a
it's first.
wafer.
Yep. And it's very rare. It's a very rare um innovation in the mobile tech and mobile industry.
And this
So
is
we're very
5,000 milliampere hours.
yes, so it lasts for up to 3 days.
And I thought was something that was unique that I also just found out today is that the battery being so thin, but there's two of them, so you could just picture them inside like that. So it doubles your capacity, obviously, but it also provides a nice balance.
Correct.
So you don't
So
want a
there are
weight
two.
imbalance.
Yeah, so there are two batteries on this phone. It's on both the sides just to balance the weight of the phone. So it's engineered carefully just to make sure that the feel and the look of the phone will be super premium and fits to the aesthetic of people who are on the go as well.
I think the true test is this. If you can do this with your foldable phone and then just shove it straight into your pocket, then you know you've got an absolute winner. Because look, it just sits in there and you didn't know that you had a tablet in your pocket
Yeah,
over
and
here.
even if you keep on moving, you won't feel it.
No, it's really, really, it's the engineering is incredibly impressive. It really does make it, it cheats its dimensions for some reason. It really feels small, not just in your hand, but also in your pocket as well.
Yeah, you mentioned Mr. James a while ago that what's the top three devices that
Hmm.
I really love about Honor. So this is just one. So before Honor Magic V2, we also launched the they say, the fans say that it's unbreakable phone, but I don't want to claim it because every
So
phone
what
is
happened to Elon
breakable. But
Musk, right?
it's really the toughest phone in the in Philippines right now. It's proven. We've been smashing it for any type of surface so that we see, and still it's long standing. So it's Honor X8B, and it's still available in the market. So it's the massa's favorite. So this one is very premium, but the Filipino favorite is really Honor X8B. It's our X series because it's very affordable. It's more affordable than Honor Magic V2.
12,999 or
Yes,
something.
it's 12,999. So it's still available in the market. And aside from Honor X8B, it has other variants as well, like Honor X9 X7B. Oh, sorry, it's not X7B, it's X9A. So X9A, we launched it a year ago, and it's the predecessor of X8B. So it's equally durable. The only difference is Honor X8B is a lot stronger than the previous one. And then the third device, what I love about Honor is we don't just stick to catering to Filipino people with smartphones. So we also have our tablet, the Honor Pad X9. It's one of my favorite because that's actually the student's favorite. It's like a tablet, but you have PC experience on it because it has a long battery life as well, and with big storage and good camera. So those are my three favorites. And don't forget, because we also have laptops, we have Honor Magic Book. So whether you are into laptops, tablets, or smartphones, we have different devices for you guys.
All right. And also, I think we have a chance for our viewers to win some prizes, don't we?
Yeah, so Honor fans, you will get a chance to win cash prizes. So tumutok lang po kayo, continue watching our live stream so that you can get a chance to win prizes by answering all the questions that Honor will flash during our break. We will pick two winners by the end of the live stream, so stay tuned. already. We're just here for about 30 minutes ago, but we've been seeing a lot of comments already. So we just want to say hi and shout out po to Edsel D. De La Cueva. And we also have Aiza Abdullah, and Jep Martinez, and Michelle Monzon. Hi guys. Thanks for watching.
Hi, guys. All right. So we're back here with the Honor Magic V2 5G. Loving this phone so far. Um,
At first glance, Miss James, would you consider or be interested with Magic V2?
Absolutely. I don't see how any content creator would not really be salivating over this phone because it's not just about creating your own content or shooting your own content. That is already a big plus with this phone is you can shoot so much. You got great zoom, you got great optics. I notice also you have pretty great microphones in here for your video, which is very important because sometimes you don't sometimes I can't wear an external mic. If I'm just need to film something quickly, and this one really has a great mic. But also, I think the advantage here is when you're editing, you have a much bigger screen to do it in. And I just find that this makes all the difference when you're doing like all your CapCut edits and stuff like that. Because, sometimes you want to get kind of surgical with it. You want the way you're putting stickers and typing. And if you're on a small little phone, it's hard. This one,
Yeah,
I would
especially
definitely
for
consider
content
it.
creators and mobile editors. There are so many mobile apps right now wherein you can edit videos, whether it's videos or photos. You can seamlessly edit your contents. If you're a video vlogger enthusiast or content creator enthusiast, then this phone is really one of the best choices because of the screen. So it works like a PC phone.
Hmm.
And there's also a keyboard that you can attach to this. So there are Bluetooth keyboards that you can pair up with this device so that when you want to use this as a screen alone and then you have your keyboard here, then it will feel like you're using your laptop or PC.
Wow. And then again, all slides into your pocket, which is pretty amazing. Pretty
Yes.
cool.
So for sure, Miss James, you do multitasking a lot or binge watch or create your content also on mobile. So when you compare this to other regular devices, what do you think is the main advantage aside from the screen?
I think that all the specs, the processor speeds, all of the specs make it a lot easier because a lot of these apps that you use that make it so much easier for the end user like me
Mm-hmm.
require so much more processing power. They require a lot more memory. They require just more hardware. And that's what gives it that seamless feel. So that's what I really appreciate because things happen very quickly on the phone because it's got so much processing power in it, so much memory. I'm able to do the edits a lot quicker and with no lags because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
that's where it can get really because a lot you're dealing with these new apps that you use to edit. They're done in real time. So like CapCut and stuff, you need to be online and your phone needs to also be powerful enough to process the stickers and just
Yeah.
everything
All of
requires,
the elements that
yes,
requires a lot of storage from your phone.
yes. And so this phone here has better specs than my desktop of like 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, it's understandable because it's
Yeah, but it's a
two to three
desktop,
years
I
ago.
mean, it takes up like a whole table worth. It's like 50 pounds worth of equipment, and I now have it in something that slides in my pocket with better memory.
Yeah, so
Incredible.
it's really one of the best phones that you can use for your mobile editing content. So yeah, aside from the storage and its powerful capability to handle multiple files for your editing experience or editing requirements, it has a 500 mAh battery, Mr. James. So 500 mAh battery, it lasts for up to 3 days. So it's really long. So even if you go travel or you go anywhere, as long as you have a 500 mAh battery on your phone, you can easily edit your your contents without the fear of immediate shutting down or low battery. So yeah, and aside from the battery, it also has a supercharged feature. So this has a 66-watt supercharged feature. So it's most of the mobile phones, especially foldable phones in the market now, has supercharged feature. But the thing for Honor Magic Vito is you can juice this up before an hour,
Wow.
and it's fully charged.
Fully charged in an hour. That's crazy. That's crazy because like the 3 day standby time is already mind-boggling. I think any smartphone now that's able to last a full day, just one day, one complete day, doing the things you normally do, watching movies, processing, etc. That's all you need because as long as you're plugging it in
Mhm.
overnight. But with a supercharger, even that becomes like you can just plug it in for an hour and you're back to square one. I can't believe that. That's amazing.
Yeah, and for people like you who are journalists on the go, it's very helpful because you won't need it to charge for an hour. So even if it's 30 minutes, you have ample percentage of battery that can work up to a day or maybe 2 days.
Wow. There we go. For all you power hungry people out there, that's what it really offers is a tremendous battery. And also our Honor fans are going to get a great chance now to win some cash prizes, should I say, simply by answering some of the questions that we'll be flashing during our break. Now, we did already give the answers to these questions. So if you were listening, you would already know the answers to this. We will pick two winners by the end of the live stream, so stick around with that. And don't forget to share our live. So coming up are some of your questions. Pay attention.
guys at our live this afternoon. We just want to say hi again to our avid viewers. Hi, Bernard M. Balicao. Wow, thank you so much for watching. Love A. Bal Medina. Also, Sherwin Cornejo and Ruby B. Tuazon. I think these guys also answer the questions flashed on our screen earlier during our break time. So, guys, please don't forget to tune in until the end of the live so that you can get a chance to win prizes by answering our questions. All right. So, we've talked about the screen, the battery, and even the camera features of Honor Magic V2, Mr. James, previously. And now let's go to the storage capability of Honor Magic V2, which is very interesting because we have our own technology for this specific phone. So it has a 16 gig RAM and 512 gig ROM. It's a very high-end type of storage. So do you consider, Miss James, having a large or massive storage smartphone?
Oh, well, yes, that's a no-brainer. I mean, now th those, by the way, are great enough specs for a laptop. So seeing this on the phone is just incredible. But yes, as incredible as they are, our phones now, what the camera is 50 megapixel?
Yeah, 50
50.
megapixel.
That means the data, the storage size of each photo, it keeps going up. So just when we thought, what do you need all this memory for? Well, the quality of the photos are getting better and better. So yes, you do need all that memory, especially if you're using this phone like the way I use. I'm a heavy user in terms of photography, because for me to get that one published shot, I'm taking maybe 20 of the same shot. Now, if you do that over and over and over and over again, you can imagine how much storage you're using on your phone. So I do appreciate it.
You use up a lot from your storage, and yeah, you're correct, Mr. James, sorry. Because in our job, especially if you're a journalist and also on the brand side, we do a lot of content, so we take pictures. So whatever is worth capturing, we take, let's say, 15 to 20 same shot, and then pick the
Yes.
best one before we delete the photos. And sometimes,
Mhm.
given the events, so there's a lot going on in our day to day, we forget to delete
Delete.
those
Yes.
photos. So it's
True.
very important to have a high end and massive storage. And the good thing about Honor Magic V2 is we have our own technology of this. So we call it Honor RAM Turbo. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, Mr. James. Honor RAM Turbo is a technology innovated by Honor to make sure that we would be able to add up more storage to your RAM. So we mentioned that we have 16 gig RAM, and with Honor RAM Turbo, we can have additional 7 gig. So in total, you will have 23 gig RAM. So it's perfect if you will be storing multiple files, whether it's a text file, PPT file, or Excel file, any Google related files. So it's really good for extreme multitasking without delays and lags.
That is really that's like a hybrid
Yes,
in
it's
car terms.
yeah, and you
Dual
mentioned
motor.
yeah, you mentioned a while ago that you're using a laptop right now that slower compared to Honor
Mhm.
Magic V2. So I guess you can just easily say that this is a good replacement if you own an old laptop. So it's worth buying, guys.
Yes, because sometimes the only reason I would use a laptop now is it's just for the extra real estate. It's not necessarily anymore for the processing power because, again, this already has the processing power. And a lot of these apps are mobile. They're no longer available on
Mm-hmm.
or really compatible with laptops. So everyone's going mobile. So to have it all here in the palm of your hand is great.
Yeah, and most of the softwares, Mr. James, like Filmora and PixArt, editing tools that you install to your laptop, it has a mobile app counterpart as well. So if you're into those editing tools, you can also install the mobile app version of that to Honor Magic V2. So it's easy for you to edit your contents on your mobile phone on your Honor Magic V2.
Yeah, like I was just taking some video there on the launch night, and it has like an automatic movie maker that you can also use, that it edits it down into like a movie format. I don't know if you can see, but that is at a times 10 zoom. Is it 10?
10. It's 10.
It's a times, because that's the Sagad, that's a 10 times
Mm-hmm.
zoom, and that's at night. And look how creamy and smooth that is. I mean, like every frame actually looks like a photograph. It doesn't, even when you screenshot the frames, the quality is still very, very, it's good enough to post as a picture. And that really is incredible, because a lot of times for me, when we shoot, in thumbnails are so important,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we need to get a really good thumbnail. The best way to get the perfect thumbnail sometimes is from the video. But the problem with that is we all know the quality of a screenshot of a frame is
It's
not going to be
lower
good enough.
compared
But
to.
here I'm noticing it is good enough. So this is one of the things I wanted to talk about too, because I think in my mind, thought this would be a compromise, the camera for a foldable phone. This is one thing that we would take a hit with. How can you have such a high-end camera, but you're able to do it? These ones also, these were like taken from way back in the crowd. This is when they did the turnover of the president of Toyota, and it was all the way at the back. I could still get that straight from the camera, times 10 from the back of the crowd. And I framed him perfectly. It's that was the original shot where I was standing, and then you can see the full shot of his bust. Of it's crazy.
That's too far.
Yeah, that's far. So he's up here, and then the next shot is times 10.
Yeah.
So
And
pretty amazing.
honestly, when I was a user of foldable phone as well, like a year ago. But I transitioned to a bigger phone now because I'm into camera. So I was so surprised that Honor Magic V2, when we were studying about the product, that it has a good camera. So it has a 50 megapixel main camera plus a 50 megapixel ultra wide camera and 20 megapixel zoom camera. So yeah, hold on. Guys, we just want to remind, please don't forget the features that we mention every time we talk about the features of the phone, because we will be asking you questions. Questions will be flashed to our screen, and if you will be able to answer those questions, you will get a chance to win prizes. So don't forget, just want to remind everybody. All right. So going back to the camera, Mr. James, the one you showed earlier, that's quite surprising because I tried the zoom capability of Honor Magic V2, but it's not as good as the one you captured. So I'm so surprised. This is also perfect for concerts. So for people who are into concerts and who just wants to go to events and watch those types of events, I think this is very helpful, especially if you're not on the um, front section, if you're at the back. So this is really helpful.
And it's sharp. It's really sharp. I mean, like, I don't know if you can see it there, but yeah, that's really, really,
Even if you zoom it in,
especially when I zoom it in. I mean, look at that.
look at the details of the car. It's still clear. It's not pixelated.
At all. I mean, this is just, and again, it's just such a, that's not even full size yet. So,
Yeah,
and then the video.
I also remember it's not Honor Magic V2, but it's almost same phone, same camera capability of Honor Magic V2. We actually use the phone to print a billboard size picture. So similar with Honor Magic V2 because it's using Sony Matrix image sensor. So it's very similar to that phone. So with this phone, you would be able to print a billboard size photo without compromising the quality, without it having pixelated.
Yeah, incredible. Really, all just mind blowing the technology they use here right now. So I hope we have our winners out there. I hope people have been paying attention, because there are some great prizes, including cash prizes at the end of this live stream. So we've been sharing the specs. I hope you've been paying attention, because every now and again we're going to be asking some questions. And when we flash those questions, if you get it right, you could be our big winner. Simple as that.
right, we're back again, guys, for our live stream. So we want to congratulate our winners. Congratulations, Maricel Lee Roque and Joel Oludin for winning cash prizes. All right. So for to all of the winners, just maybe you can message Honor or just wait for Honor personnel to contact you guys and give you directions on how you can claim your prizes. All right, so I guess this is the end of our live stream. It's very sad because we started very happy this Tuesday afternoon because, of course, Mr. James is here. So we want to say goodbye to our viewers. And, of course, guys, to know more about the latest updates and promos of Honor products, especially Honor Magic V2, please follow our social media pages, our official Honor Philippines Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and Threads, so you can get recent updates about the brand. So again, guys, Honor Magic V2 is available for pre-order starting February 21 until March 1. So for every purchase, you will get freebies worth 28,000 pesos, and it's composed of Harman Kardon Aura Studio 4. It's very premium. It's one of the best hi-fi speakers in the world. Plus, Honor Watch GS3, which is also one of our most premium watches. So there. Mr. James, do you have any upcoming events or reviews? Maybe you can invite our audience or Honor fans.
Always out there looking for reviewing something out there. So check it out on Facebook, James Deacon, or Instagram, also James Deacon. And I think tomorrow we're off to Tanay. We're doing a nice adventure drive as well over there. So looking forward to that. And it's going to be a pet-friendly place too. So if you want to see where that is, and if you got a pet, and if you want to know where to bring them, you can also check out the page.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. James, for giving us time to walk our Honor fans through Honor Magic V2's most loved features. So thank you so
Thank
much
you too.
and see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Honor
Bye.
fans.
All new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users. Innovation redefined. Honor Magic V2. All new Honor Magic V2. Reimagine Ultra Slim. Break the boundary between bar and foldable phones. As comfortable in your hand as your regular bar phone. Exceed the expectation for battery life. Pioneer to integrate risk-free dimming display and circadian night display, making it worry-free for intensive users.